guys, I'm Annabelle, and welcome to Meeple Village. Today we're going to continue our campaign on Wrath of Ashardalon, the board game, a Dungeons and Dragons game. If you're new here, I recommend you go watch so you know where we're at. But if you want to just check it out, I will do my best to explain the rules as I go, and let's play Dungeons and Dragons. We are back, guys, ready to continue the campaign now. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go shopping. So I left things off exactly how they ended last time. I know that I don't think it was for this video, but for another one of my videos, I asked you guys if you were interested in seeing me shopping in between scenarios, and somebody said yes. And that's all it takes. One of you says yes. I assume everybody said yes because nobody said no. So we're gonna go shopping. Now the only issue is that I don't have a lot of money. And if you're very confused and have no idea what's going on right now, it's probably because you haven't watched all of the other videos. This is a campaign, so we are continuing. So I suggest you at least watch the last one so you get a little bit of a feel of what Tarek and Quinn have been going through in this multi-scenario campaign that we're trying to complete. Again, we finished the last scenario, so in between scenarios you go shopping. And I have not that much money to my name. So Tarek has $500 and Quinn has $500, and that's all they got. So I don't think we're going to be able to afford a lot. So when we shop, I think we did get a boon. I know we got a boon to help us with the shopping, so let me show that to you now and then we'll go shopping. After one of these scenarios, we got this boon that is called Dwarven Traders, and you have befriended a group of traveling Dwarven traders. Used between adventures that are part of the assault on Firestorm Peak super adventure. And heroes can purchase equipment from a party of friendly Dwarven traders. Draw 5 treasure cards to create their store. So we used to use, I believe it was 4, but now we have a choice between 5 different cards that they can purchase. So let's do that. So as always, we're going to shuffle our cards before we start. We're gonna shuffle all the cards. These are the treasure cards, so this is the deck where I'm going to be drawing 5 cards for us to shop from. These are our monsters, so let's give that a shuffle as well since I'm here. All right, and then we've got our encounters, which are nasty and I don't like them, but we gotta use them. And I'm assuming that you guys are familiar with this game. I'll still explain the rules as I go because that's just me. I feel like I have to do it for you guys and for myself. So we've shuffled all the decks. This is the chamber deck, so this one does not get shuffled. We already arranged it in a specific way, adding cards and stuff. And later in the adventure, we're going to reveal the next chamber, which is going to give us a goal as to how to win this particular scenario. So we have no idea. All we got to do right now is, well, after shopping, go explore the dungeon until we reach the entrance to the chamber. The Dire Chamber is what it's called. It's got a beautiful name, I assure you. And then we're going to reveal our objective. Who is it that we have to defeat in this scenario, or what else? Maybe it's something else completely different. I don't know. But in any case, so let's shop. So we're going to draw 3. Not 3, 5. I'm going to move these aside. And we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And this one is $2,000, so I can't afford it. $1,500, $600, $1,000, and $600. So unless they can share money, which I don't believe they can, we cannot afford any of the shopping cards that are here. So I guess we're done with shopping, guys. So I think that for that reason, my goal during this adventure that we're going to start in a second, I want to collect some money. So I believe these are discarded. So let's put them down here. And okay, so next up, before we start, we've got a couple of booms. So let's make sure, because I know there's at least one that triggers at the beginning before we start our turn. So there it is, bypass guards. Your silent incursion did not attract the attention of the creatures in the mountain. Used at the beginning of an adventure before any hero has taken a turn, draw the top dungeon tile and place it next to any unexplored edge. You do not place monsters or draw encounter cards as a result of placing this tile. and this one can only be used once per adventure. Let's go here, and it said no encounter cards and no monsters. So we just get to dig deeper and find that diary chamber, because I haven't even placed it yet, which I'm guessing I should have, because that was part of setup. So before, well, it doesn't matter. I'll just remember. And we have yet another one. It's called Shortcut. Used at the beginning of an adventure before any hero has taken a turn. Wait, what's the flavor text? Your thorough exploration of the dungeon provides you with a head start. All right, so we're going to draw the top dungeon tile and place it next to any unexplored edge. You do not place monsters or draw encounter cards as a result of placing this tile, and it can only be used once per adventure. So technically it's the same as the other one. We're doing the same thing. We're exploring a little faster. And we're going to put it here, because I don't think I'm going to go there, although I don't like the whole door. You always have to put, and here I go explaining rules, you always have to put the arrows pointing towards the unexplored edge. So if I want to use this unexplored edge, it will go here. So maybe like this. And I'll definitely not go that way, because I don't like walls. Well, I can't walk through walls. All right, and I forgot, but we need doors for these. So let me get some doors, and then we can start. And I'm running out of space already, guys. Like, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay, so I have our doors here, and we're just going to place one there and one here. Perfect. Alrighty. And with that, we are ready. Oh, I forgot my surges too. Let me grab those. All right, I got my healing surges. Let's finish setting this up. And just to clarify, before we got the boon for the shopping that lets us draw 5 cards, we were drawing 3 cards. I just read that. All right, so just for you that have not seen this or do not remember, we have a diary chamber entrance, and then we have 5. Where is my 5th one? I gotta go get it. Okay, but we're gonna have 5 of these, we're going to put this away so that they don't take space, because we're not going to need them until later. So this one, we take 3 tiles, and I'm going to grab them from the bottom. You're supposed to grab them from the top, but since I already put tiles, I grabbed tiles from the bottom, I'll just do it like this. So, and we shuffle this one, because they all have the same back. So we don't know when this tile is going to arrive, the chamber entrance. It might be up here, it might be down there, or somewhere in the middle. So with that said, then we put it after the 8th tile. Now I already drew 2, so I'm going to start counting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's where I'm going to place them, because we did take 2 because of our boons. So we are only well, less tiles away. I don't do math, guys. What is it like? It could be the 8th, or it could be the 9th, the 10th, or the 11th. Yes, you guys made me do math. Hopefully I got that right. Okay, and now we're ready to start. I got my HP, and I haven't placed my cards out because I want to show them to you as we start. Let's go with who should start. I don't think it matters much, because we're just gonna walk and explore for the first turn, and then the other guy's gonna come and hit. So I think we're gonna have Quinn start, since he's closer to the edge. Not that it matters. So let me show you Quinn real quick, and then we get going. So here are his stats. He's got Saving Grace. When you or any hero on your tile regains 1 hit point or more, that hero can also end 1 condition. So if we are poisoned or anything like that, stunned, we can heal that. And then my powers I already have. I'm going to show them to you in a minute. Here are his stats. He's got 16 AC, which means that the bad guys, the monsters, have to roll higher than 16 to be able to hit him, or 16. He's got 8 HP, which I already have set up. And then he's got a movement of 5, so 5 squares. And then if he goes all the way to 0 HP, he can use a healing surge, and he'll start back at 4 HP. And as far as what he's got a utility power that says, use it during your hero phase. Choose 1 monster on your tile. Place that monster on a tile within 2 tiles of you, so he can push monsters away. He also has another utility power that says, it's a healing hymn. And use the power during your hero phase. You and 1 other hero on your tile regains 2 hit points. So he obviously is our cleric, is our healer. His daily power is Wrathful Thunder. Attack one adjacent monster. After you attack, choose one monster on your tile. Pass that monster's card to the player to your right. That player now controls the monster. So he hits a monster but passes a monster, which means the monster will activate on the other player's turn. It hits at a +6, so whatever we roll, we add a 6, and it'll do 3 damage, and even if it misses, it'll do 1 damage. Now, all these cards, after we use them, we gotta flip them, and we don't get to use them again until we somehow unflip them. They usually do not unflip like normally. There has to be maybe a treasure that we find, a card, some kind of effect in the game that lets us flip them back. For his at-will powers, which are the powers that do not get flipped, so we can use them all the time, he's got a Sacred Flame, which I think I like a lot, and attack one monster within 1 tile of you. If you hit, choose yourself or one hero on your tile. That hero regains 1 hit point. Yes, I like it because it heals me or my friends, and it's at a +6 as well, and it does 1 damage, which is not a lot. And then his other at-will power, it's a Cleric's Shield. Attack one adjacent monster. So this one is within 1 tile. This one is an adjacent monster. Hit or miss, choose one hero on your tile. That hero gains a +2 bonus to AC until you use this power again. So usually, if I'm smart and I remember, I use this power first to get me or someone else to get the +2 bonus to AC, and then I stop using this one and I start using the Sacred Flame so I can start healing, because we will take damage. Usually in this adventure, if you've seen our past videos, we are surrounded by monsters. Like, they're following us, they're chasing us around. It's it's hard to keep up with them, especially because we don't hit too hard. We're just doing 1 damage. And as far as items, he has 3. He has a Blessed Shield, which I love. Play this item immediately, which we've been playing with. You and all heroes on your tile gain a +2 bonus to AC while this item is in play. So he goes from a 16, which is his AC, to an 18, because he's always with himself. And Tarak has to be with him in the same tile as him in order to get this bonus. So I try to keep them together as much as I possibly can. He also has a Staff of the Elements. And this one is you gain a +2 bonus to attack rolls when attacking monsters within 1 tile of you while this item is in play. And you know he loves attacking monsters within 1 tile of him with his Sacred Flame that helps him gain life. So gives him a +2 to his rolls, which is great. And finally, he's got a Potion of Healing, which is exactly what that means. Healing, your or adjacent hero regains 2 hit points. And that's it for Quinn. So I usually have all the cards laid out, and I have a mess of cards, but I feel like they have so many things. I mean, especially Tarak. Tarak has a billion things, which I'm going to show you in a second. Not a second, after Quinn's turn, so that we can start, because I know we all want to start. I know I want to start. So I'm not going to spread them out and have them. I think I'll just find them, the one I need, and show them to you. And just, at least at first, I think as we play, we all kind of remember what he's got. But for now, all he's going to do, oh, by the way, let me show you the sequence of actions so you know how many actions we got and all of that, just in case you're new. So we're going to start with the hero phase, then we're going to go to the exploration phase, and then the villain phase. So during the hero phase, if you have 0 hit points, use a healing surge, and if there's one available. If not, you lose the game. And then number 2, perform one of the following actions: move and then make an attack, attack and then move, or make 2 moves. And then we're going to go to the exploration phase, which we're going to flip the card over. I'll come back to that in a second. So there's nobody to attack, so we're just going to move, and we can make 2 moves. However, we don't need to. We just need 1. So I don't know if I should go into this style. I think I'm going to go straight up. So I'm just going to move 1, and I'm going to actually end my turn, because I've reached the place where I want to be at, which is an unexplored edge, which means there's no tile above this one. And then we're going to go to the exploration phase. Let me show you how that's done. So for the exploration phase, if your hero occupies a square adjacent to an unexplored edge, go to step 2. Otherwise, go to the villain phase. So we are going to step 2 because we are in the right place. Draw a dungeon tile and place it with the triangle adjacent to the unexplored edge. Draw a monster card and place that monster on the new tile. Now let's do that, and then let's go to the villain phase. So here's our tile, and we get a white triangle. Important to remember that, because it's going to come into play in a minute. And then we draw a monster. So Quinn's first monster is an Orc Smasher, and I'm going to show you him in more detail in a second, but here he is. Let me go find him. So here's our Orc Smasher. I'm going to place him on the board, and you place him on this little spot that looks a little different from the others. So there he is, ready to go. Now we're going to go to the villain phase. So if you didn't place a tile during your exploration phase, or if you placed a tile with a black triangle, draw an encounter card. And remember, our tile has a white triangle, so we are skipping the encounter. Youpee! This time, I really don't like encounters. If a villain is in play, activated, but right now we don't have a villain, the villain will come up when we reveal the chamber card, and it'll tell us what villain we're fighting for this adventure, and that's when we start worrying about that. And hopefully I won't forget, because you play the game, I feel like you play the game without a villain for so long, exploring, although now with these 2 tiles it's a little faster, that you forget to activate the villain. I know, I've seen the videos, I've seen my videos, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to activate the villain again, so I cheated. Don't cheat if you can avoid it. I mean, honestly, the games that we play are so intense that I feel that it's okay to mess up once in a while. As long as you're having fun, that's what matters. But of course, I try not to skip the villain. So let's move on to the next one. Activate each monster and trap you control in turn in the order you drew them. And then the player to their left goes next. So we have 1 monster, so he's going to activate. So let me show you how that's done. So we read the bold part of the text and we see if it applies. If the Orc Smasher is within 1 tile of a hero, and he is, so then we continue. It moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with a heavy mace, and then we look for the heavy mace here. There it is, mace. It's at a +9, ouch, and it's going to do 1 damage if he hits. And his stats, 2 HP. We start with a heavy, a tough monster to beat, and we have to roll a 15 or more in order to hit him at all. But right now we're not hitting him, he's hitting us. So he's gonna move adjacent, so here he comes, adjacent to Quinn, the closest hero, and then he is going to attack with a +9. Now, remember, for him to hit, he's gotta hit an 18 because of Quinn's blessed shield that gives him a +2 to his AC. So he's gotta get an 18, but he already has a 9, so all he needs is a 9. So yeah, let's see how we roll. And he gets a 20, so he couldn't have rolled any better. So Quinn's already losing 1, was it 1 damage? Yes, 1 damage. Okay, and I have to hit him 2 times. I have to hit him for 2 damage, but he only hits me for 1. And that's it, now the next player goes. So we're going to play with Tarek. And I hate that I put him in the wrong order, but it's okay. Let me show you Tarek, and then Tarek is going to try and defeat that guy. So for Tarek, he's got a 14 AC, so a little lower, but he is in the same tile as of right now with Quinn, so it becomes a 16 because of Quinn's blessed shield. He also has 8 HP, just like Quinn. He moves a little bit quicker. He's got a speed of 6, and if he does go all the way to 0, he'll start back up at 4 HP. Now he's got Brutal Recovery. When you or any hero on your tile rolls a natural 20, which I just did, but it wasn't the heroes, you may recharge or flip over Furious Assault, which I'm going to show you in a second, but what it does is it gives an extra damage, which I'm probably going to use now if I can hit. And then he's got all his powers, which I'm going to show you, because now we're going to do that. So for his utility powers, he has the Furious Assault, which we just talked about. Use this power when you hit a monster with an attack. The monster takes +1 damage, so yes, very, very handy. And then he's got another utility power, Tumbling Escape. Use this power when a monster hits you with an attack. The attack misses, place your hero on any tile within 1 tile of where you started. And again, these 2 we gotta flip over and not use them again, although he has an ability where if one of our heroes is in the same tile and rolls a 20, we get to unflip it. For his daily power, he has 2 daily powers, which makes me realize that he should be at level 2, which means he's over here. I must have done that one of the campaigns and I forgot. So his AC went up to 15, so it's a 17 if he's with Quinn, which he is. His HP is up to 10, and his speed is the same, and he does start a little bit better. So now he still has the Brutal Recovery, which is the same. We flip it over if one of us is on the same tile as me, but one of us rolls a 20. I will always, because I'm in the same tile with me all the time. But he also, he has a new ability, Critical Hit. When you attack and roll a natural 20, you deal +1 damage. So he has a couple of ways to deal +1 damage, but both of them involve rolling a natural 20, which I just did, so I don't know if it's going to happen again. And the reason why I know he is a level 2 is because you only have 1 daily power until you level up to level 2. It actually says it right here. When you level up, increase your hit points by 2, your AC by 1, and your search value by 1, and choose an additional rogue daily power. So with all of that out of the way, what are our daily powers? He's got Acrobatic Onslaught, attack one adjacent monster, hit or miss, place your hero on any tile within 2 tiles of where you started, and then use an at-will power immediately. Nice, so he gets to attack, I guess, 2 monsters, maybe the same monster. We'll deal with it when we get to it. It's at a +7, and it's 2 damage, or 1 if he misses. And of course, we gotta flip it over. And then he's got his Tornado Strike, attack 4 times. Each attack can be against any monster on your tile. After the attack, place your hero on any square on your tile, and 4 times, all at +7, inflicting 1 damage each time. So that's it. For his at-will power, which do not get flipped, he's got Lucky Strike, which you guys know I like as well. Attack a monster within 1 tile of you. If you hit and your attack rolls an even number, deal +1 damage. So another way, so he is our biggest hitter. That's mostly why I left him go second, because I knew we would have a monster on the board. So at a +7, 1, but if it's an even number, then it will be 2. And his other at-will power is a Distracting Jab, attack 1 adjacent monster. If you hit, move the monster 1 square. After the attack, move your speed. Okay, and there's also +7 and 1. And as far as items, he has a Dragon Tooth Pick. You gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls against adjacent monsters while this item is in play. If you roll a natural 19 or 20 on an attack, you deal +1 damage with that attack. So another way that if we roll a 19 now, so a little better, we have 2 choices, 19 or 20, we can deal +1 damage. He also has a Wand of Polymorph. Choose a monster within 2 tiles of you, draw a monster card, and replace the original monster. So if we really don't like one of the monsters that's out on the board, we can switch him to something else. And finally, he also has a Potion of Healing, which lets him regain 2 hit points, him or somebody adjacent to him. And again, I'm just going to keep everything over here so as not to crowd the space too much, because I have to keep the monsters face up and, you know, in order of how I drew them. Now that you've seen this, I'll just keep the HPs up here as well, and the money. That way, I'm just trying to make more space, because I know how much space this game takes. I'm sure you know too. Okay, so, well, here's the thing. He has to take care of the orc, but he would also like to explore, because if not, we're gonna have to draw an encounter, and you know I don't like encounters. But I think the orc is our priority. He does have that one where he, the Distracting Jab. If you hit one, move the monster 1 square, and after the attack, move your speed. So if I go try and hit him, and then run over to the unexplored edge, I can continue to explore, and then Quinn can follow me. So I think we're gonna use the Distracting Jab, so we're at a +7, and again, we're gonna move the monster 1 square, which is not gonna do anything, really, but after the attack, move your speed. I'm gonna move and attack, that's gonna be my turn, and I'm gonna move 1, 2. Monsters do not impede your movement in any way, shape, or form, so we're gonna flank them. And then I'm gonna roll at a +7, again, I need to hit a 15, so let's see if I can do it. All right, we got an 18, almost a 19, so I was so close to getting that +1 damage, but I'll have to get it some other way. And the way I'm going to get it is with my Furious Assault. The monster takes +1 damage, and of course I got to flip it, so I'm going to leave it out and flipped. And hopefully somebody will roll a natural 20, and I'll get to use my card again. But for now, we got rid of the orc. And again, my Distracting Jab says, move the monster 1 square, which he's gone, so I won't. And after the attack, move your speed. So we'll put the monster back. We get the card as XP. So this one gives us 2 XP. And as usual, I'll just keep it down here. And XP is good to cancel encounters, which, have I mentioned that I don't like encounters? I'm not sure if I have. I know I did. Anyways, so we also get a treasure, which I don't have in here. Let me find some treasure. Okay, let me make sure they're all face down. There's a lot more, but I feel like at least this is a good start. It's plenty here. Let's shuffle them a little bit. Okay, and what do we get? We get $200, or 200 gold, I should say. Let's put these to the side. So I'll add him here. So okay, next time I can afford a potion at least, because now I'm at 2, 4, 6, 700 gold. So not bad, and it's just my first turn. And then the last thing, of course, he gets to move his speed. Now I can go this way or I can go that way. I know there's a wall here, so I'm gonna go this way because Quinn is closer, and he moves 6. So 1, 2, 3. That's all he needs to do is move 3. And I'm going to end my turn. We're going to go to exploration phase. Because he is on a square that's next to an unexplored edge, we get to reveal the next one. And of course, here comes our first encounter because the triangle is black. But before we do that, we're going to get a monster. So Tara gets a human cultist. I'm going to show him to you in a minute because he's going to activate in a minute. Let me move things down. I'm always shuffling stuff in this game. And let's get the cultist. All right, so here's our man. And let's put him on the board. So he will go right here. And then we go to the villain phase. Because of the black triangle, we get an encounter. And we get a deep tremor. Attack each hero at a +8, and it will be 1 damage. Each hero, okay. So Tarek triggered it, so let's get Tarek first. He needs a 15. Nope, Tarek does not get hurt. We rolled a 1. We're rolling extremes here today. And we rolled a 7 plus 8 is 15. So they do not get hurt with this encounter. That wasn't bad. So, all right. And now, after the encounter, the monster that we have is going to activate. So he's got only 1 HP, so a little easier to kill, 14 AC. So that's a little bit easier. So good monster, good job. And if the cultist is within 1 tile of a hero, which it is, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with a poison dagger. Oh, my favorite, poison. So it is +6, 1 and poison if he hits us. And he got a 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. He does not hit us because we're at 15. Okay, so far we're okay. And I mean it because also we're all enclosed here. So our only way out is either one of these doors or spaces. But that's okay. That's a problem for tomorrow. For now, we've got a monster. He didn't hit us. So we're done with Tarek's turn. We're going to go back to Quinn. Oh, look, I can move through here. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so Quinn's gonna go and he's gonna move and attack. So he'll move 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna have to move 5 if he wants to be at an unexplored edge, which I do. And I wanted to use my other one, which is my cleric's shield, so I can get that bonus +2, but unfortunately it's to attack an adjacent monster, and I had to move away from him so that I could end my turn here, because I cannot interrupt movement, so I cannot move up to here, attack him, and then move again. I have to finish my movement, so he'll use his Sacred Flame, which is okay. We need to heal anyways. He's already been hurt. So attack 1 monster within a tile of you, so that's legal. And if you hit, choose yourself or 1 hero on your tile. That hero regains 1 hit point. We're attacking at a +6. We have to hit a 14. And I gotta say, if I do, which I won't, I don't think so, but if I roll a 20, Quinn is not in the same tile as Tarek, so Tarek will not be able to flip back his Furious Assault. That's unfortunate. All right, I got a 10 plus my 6 from the Sacred Flame is 16, so more than enough. So this guy only has 1 HP, so he's out. And we get his card as experience. He is worth 1 XP, so we're up to 3. Still not enough. We need 5 to cancel encounters. And with that, he's finished his turn. He does regain 1 hit point. Oh, the one he lost. So he's back to full HP. Very good. And now, because we are going to the exploration phase and he is on the edge of a tile, he gets to put 1 out. There is a door on this one. So we'll put that right here. If you're ever adjacent to the door, you can reveal it. And there's 3 types of doors, I believe. Yes, I'm pretty sure. 1 is unlocked, which just gets discarded immediately and you can walk right through it. 1 is locked, which you have to, I believe you have to attack it. And 1 causes damage to whoever is by the door, whatever heroes are by the door. All right, so we need a monster. And oh, by the way, I forgot to give him a treasure. It's a Grell. Let's deal with it in a second. Let me get my treasure. Quinn gets $200, so same as Tarek. Okay, and then let me find the Grell. So there he is, and let's put him on the board. He'll go right here, and he's gonna activate right away. We're not gonna draw an encounter because our arrow is white. So he's got 15 and another one with 2 HP. I'm telling you, these monsters are more powerful than we are. If the Grell is adjacent to a hero, it is not. So we move to the next one. If the Grell is within 1 tile of a hero, which he is, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with its tentacles, which is going to be +7 and is going to be 1 damage and dazed if he gets us. He's moving adjacent, so there he is. Not sure if adjacent, you know, like where. I guess it's our choice. So I'll put him here so that when put him here, I guess. So, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he'll be next to, yeah, I think that's, if I want to play smart for the heroes, that's probably the best place. So, and he is adjacent because diagonal it counts as adjacent. And then he's going to roll, and he has a +7. He has to hit an 18. Let's see if he can do it. He got a 9. 9 + 7 is 16. He would have hit him if he didn't, if Quinn didn't have his blessed, is it blessed shield? I forget. Blessed shield, correct, because it gives him a +2 to his AC. So he didn't, so he doesn't get haste and he doesn't get the damage. So it's all good over on Quinn's land. And that's it. Am I right? Yes, that's it. So now we go to Tarek. He's going to also move an attack. So he'll move his 6, and we planned it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he'll move 5, and now he's adjacent. So he's going to use his Lucky Strike, because if I do get lucky, it's a perfect name for this thing. If I do get lucky and I roll even, I can do +1 damage, and he does need 2 to kill him. And remember, I don't have my Fierce Assault anymore, so I can't just willingly flip a card and it gets +1. However, if I do roll a 20 or a 19, I will also inflict a +1 damage. So I'm looking for either a 19 for the even numbers or a high enough even number that I can hit him with at a +7. All right, I got an 8 plus my 7 is 15. It is just enough because it's the number or above. Am I right? 8 plus 7, 15, yes. And it is even. 8 is an even number. I might not know math, but I'm pretty sure 8 is even. So I do hit him and I do kill him, which is great. We've been on monster duty very well, I gotta say. And that's another 2 XP. So I think that now we have 5, so we can cancel nasty encounters, which I'm sure we will come across soon enough. And if not, at the end of the game, encounters galore. I feel like maybe I should put this somewhere else. It's bugging me, but it's okay. We'll just leave it there. All right, and he gets a treasure. So now he gets $100, 100 gold. So thank you. All right, not a lot, but we'll take it. And we're gonna end his turn. So he's at the edge. So let's see. We get another white. So oh, and the wall is perfect. I like it because you know we couldn't go that way anyways. And then we're gonna get a monster for him. He gets an orc archer. Here you go, Mr. Tarek. Let's find it. Here's our archer. Let's put him on the board. And the reason why I'm showing you the minis is because I had a viewer ask me, oh, it's over here. Can you please show the minis up close? I am not by any means the best painter in the universe. I've been painting for a while, but I am a horrible artist as far as, you know, drawing, coloring, painting, all of that. I am terrible. All my artistic talent went to music. As most of you know, I'm in a band. I play the keys for At the Starlight, and that's my talent. So, but you know, I try my best, and I was encouraged by actually one of you. This is why this channel is like so important to me. You guys, you don't understand how much you've influenced me, you changed me. One of my viewers told me, just do it, just start and paint, and you're gonna enjoy it. And let me tell you, I do. It's my therapy. I know that if I haven't painted minis in a couple days, that I must be stressed. That's how I measure my stress level. It's usually because I'm doing so many things that I don't have time to paint, which, by the way, I haven't painted in a while, so I must be stressed. But playing, this relaxes me too. All right, so we did all that. We're not going to draw an encounter because of our white arrow, so we're going to activate Mr. Archer over here. Let's see what he's going to do. He is not so hard to kill, only 1 HP and 13 AC. But I bet you he hits hard. If the Orc Archer is adjacent to a hero, it's not. So we move on. If the Orc Archer is within 2 tiles of a hero, of course he's an archer, so it makes sense, the range. It attacks the closest hero with an arrow. We look at the arrows here, and it's 6, 2, and I'm guessing that says miss. If it misses, he still hits me 1, but it's so tiny that I'm gonna have to go look up close. Yeah, that's what it says. I mean, hopefully you saw it on camera, because the camera does make things bigger, or I try as much as I can to make them big enough for you guys to see. All right, so he's coming. He's not even moving. He's just from here. He's going to shoot us with an arrow. At a +6, we are not on the same tile, so he does not get the bonus. But, you know, I wanted to explore. So he's only at a 15. So let's see if he hit us. And he got a 6 plus another 6 is 12. I'm a 15 AC, so he does not hit me. But because of his, you know, ability that even if he does not hit us, he still does. We still suffer a damage. I am taking the damage. And that's it for the monster. He doesn't have any other monsters as of right now. So we're going back to Quinn's turn. And Quinn's gonna move up. He's gonna move and attack. We gotta take care of this guy, and Quinn can maybe do it if I roll nice. So you can move through heroes. So he moves 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll stand right here so that we are at an unexplored edge, and we can continue to explore and find that entrance as soon as we can. And then that's when it gets really fun. All right, but if I can continue to be on monster duty and clear up as much, because when you open the chamber, if you've seen the other videos, like a bunch of monsters come out usually. I don't know what this chamber is gonna do to us, but yeah, let's go. So I'm gonna hit him with what? We're not in the same tile, so I can't heal him, and he is adjacent. So let me see about my at will power that I wanted to use before. Where did I put it? Cleric's Shield. Okay, so it's +6, so you know we'll have to roll high. And then hit or miss, however, choose one hero on your tile, so the only hero on his tile is himself. That hero gains a +2 bonus to AC until you use this power again. So he's really gonna have a humongous AC, untouchable. But let's see, because that's whether he hits or misses. But let's see if we can actually hit him at a +6. And we got a 12, so yes, we got him. And again, he is only 1 HP, so he's out. Nice. I like when I can keep my board free of monsters. He becomes XP, which is 1 XP. Of course, he was easy to kill, makes sense. And we get a treasure, and he gets, they're getting the same thing, 100 gold, okay? He is finished with his turn, but he is at an unexplored edge. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that I still find hairs. And I say that because the dogs moved out like 3 months ago. Well, not just the dogs. The dogs and the owner of the dog moved out like about 3 months ago. So I was hoping that I would see less hairs on this table, but it hasn't happened. Anyways, let's find out what... Okay, it's a black arrow, so encounter coming, but now we can, if it's super nasty, we can get rid of it. First, let's get a monster. Quinn is going to get another Orc Archer. Okay, well, he's back. Either he's back or he had a friend waiting for him up there. So he's going to shoot an arrow at us in a minute. But before that, let's get an encounter. Okay, we get an environment. And environment are a little different than attacks or other cards in the encounter deck because they stay in play until we draw another encounter environment card that replaces it. So this one is Dragon's Tribute. When drawing a treasure token, draw 2 and discard the one with the highest value. If one of the treasures is an item, discard the item. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. I want my items. I want to keep my highest value. I'm trying to purchase things. I wasn't able to purchase anything this time around. I will go ahead and spend 5 XP, which is painful, but I have to do it. I feel like I should. Let's see, 2. This one is another 2. I like to make sure I have change. 2, for 5, and the reason why, because if let's say that I had that this one was a 2, so I would have 2, 4, 6, I don't get change. I would have to discard this card to pay for the 5. So it's always good to keep change. Whoops, but I do have to pay 5, so I only have 1 XP left, so we have to kill ourselves some more monsters because more of those nasty encounters are coming. Okay, so that was our encounter. Did that, done that, canceled it. Now he's going to attack, and you saw it. He's going to shoot an arrow at us, not even moving, at a +6. And even if he misses, he's going to damage us for 1. So let's roll. Now Quinn has 16 AC plus the 2 from his blessed shield puts him at 18, plus the 2 from his attack that he just did, the cleric's shield, puts him at 20. So I mean, unless he rolls a 20, he's gonna miss. And he rolled high, but it's not a 20. But still, we do lose an HP because even if he misses, he hits us. So the cleric has some work to do. And now it's Tarek's turn. So Tarek moves 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can go adjacent to him. So let's go. And now they're on the same tile. No, they're not. No, they're not. So what's he going to do? He only has 1 HP, so he can use either one. Well, I'm going to use the one that lets me move my speed. Attack an adjacent monster. And if you hit, move the monster 1 square. After the attack, move your speed, because I want to be at an unexplored edge. So I'm hitting at a +7, and I have to hit a 13. Not too hard, I feel. Okay, yeah, we got an 11. It's not an even number, but we're not using the attack that deals with the even number. We're just hitting him. He's got 1 HP, so he's out. We get him as XP, so we're up to 2. We get a treasure, and we do keep whatever we get. It's $100. And then he gets to move his speed. I'm gonna go this way just to keep things on camera, because I don't know what's happening over here. Are you? Anyways, so exploration time. We got another encounter, and it's a dead end on top of everything. Okay, and we can't cancel this one. Let's get a monster first. It is a kobold dragon shield, which I'll show you in a second. Move things down so we can fit everything. And let's get the kobold. Here he is, and I can see why they call him Dragon Shield. His shield does look like a dragon, so let's put him on the board. He goes right here. I keep forgetting where I've explored. I feel like the turns are longer than usual. Anyways, we didn't, well, yeah, now we draw an encounter, sure. And this one we have to keep whether we like it or not. And it's another environment, so ouch. At the end of each villain phase, the active hero passes 1 monster card, if he has, or if he or she has one, to the player on the right, which is, for us, just the other player. And that's going to stay in place. Since this is a dead end, I can keep it there. So yes, we're going to have to do that. But before we do that, villain phase, there's no villain yet, but there is a monster, so let's activate him. He's got 16 AC, pretty high, and 1 HP. If the kobold is adjacent to a hero, he is not. 1. If the kobold is on a tile with no heroes and an unexplored edge, he's not. There is no unexplored edges. There are no heroes, but there are no unexplored edges on this tile. So we move on. Otherwise, the kobold moves 1 tile towards the closest hero. Okay, so he's moving, and again, when we move him, we usually put him. You're supposed to put him on the little scorch mark. So that's where he's gonna go, which sounds good to me, because then Quinn can come over here, attack him, and then keep moving, because we can't go that way. Hopefully, we'll stay in camera. I'll have to go check in a second. Anyways, that's the end of Tarek's turn. The monster, because of the environment, now moves over to Quinn, which means he's going to activate again, unless Quinn can kill him, which he's going to try. So Quinn's going to move an attack, so he'll move 1, 2, 3, and he's adjacent. I think I'm going to use the cleric's shield, although I could, because he's adjacent, I could attack a monster, an adjacent monster. Yeah, okay, the cleric's shield. I meant a sacred flame, but to heal. I could heal, or I could give him a +2 bonus. Problem is, then I will lose mine, because if I use it, Quinn will lose his, and Tarek will gain the +2 AC. But I feel like Tarek needs it more. He's at 18. This guy's only at 15, 17 if he's with us, 19 if I give him this. Or I could heal, because we both need healing. I guess for now we'll have the cleric stay alive. So we'll use our Sacred Flame, which if you hit, choose yourself for one hero on your tile. That hero regains 1 hit point. Now, I don't know if I'm going to hit at a 16, but I'm definitely going to try. If I get a 20, Tarak will regain his Fierce Assault. So I'm going for a 20, guys. And oh my gosh, I got a 20. Are you serious? Well, from now on, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to say the number that I'm going to roll, and then I'll just roll it. It's as simple as that. So Fierce Assault is back on the table. Oh my gosh. If I was Tarak, I would be hitting at a +1 damage, but he only has 1 HP, so I don't even need that. It's 1 XP, so we're up to 3. Oh my goodness, I still can't get over that. All right. I mean, I'm happy about it. And then we did use the Sacred Flame. I did hit, so somebody gets a healing. I'm going to give it to Tarak, because if at another turn I use the Sacred Flame again and Tarak is not on the same tile, he won't be able to regain the hit point. And I will, because I'm always on the same tile as myself. Treasure, don't forget. And we get 100 gold, okay. Slowly we're building up. And then exploration phase, we do have unexplored edge. So we get a tile, we get a monster. And it's a Grell again for Quinn. And I will tell you before I continue that you can mix and match monsters from other sets. And I do have a couple other sets. And it will give you a little bit more variety. And, you know, that's perfectly valid. I don't know if you can do it for the campaign. And I decided not to do it for our campaign, just to keep things simple and more organized when I'm done with the game. But I know that as a whole, you could mix and match monsters and heroes during your games. Let me make sure this is on camera, and then we're going to draw an encounter. We are fine. Everything is on camera. What's our encounter going to be? We get Revel in Destruction. Oh, that sounds nice. Choose a damaged monster. That monster regains 1 hit point. Discard. Okay. So luckily, our Grell has not been hit yet. So I guess that's okay. We wouldn't have canceled that anyways. We can't cancel it because we only have 3 XP. And then the Grell's going to activate. You've seen it before. If the Grell is adjacent to a hero, he's not. If the Grell is within 1 tile of a hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with tentacles. So we'll put him here. And tentacles. It's +7, 1 and dazed. So Quinn, however, is still at 20. So he has to get a 20 to hit Quinn. It's happened twice already, so, but it didn't happen now. So nothing. And then the Grell goes to Tarak because of our environment, and we're done with that turn. So Tarak is coming over, and he's gonna move 6 and attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll stand right here, or 5, doesn't matter. We'll flank him again, although we're not looking at him. Okay, there you go. All right, and what's he gonna use? He has his Fierce Assault back, but he doesn't need it because this guy only, oh no, he does need it. This guy takes 2. So we'll use the Lucky Strike to see if we can roll an even number and do +1 damage, so we don't have to use our Fierce Assault, because I don't think I can roll that many 20s in one game. There are games where I roll no natural 20s, and this time I've rolled 2, one for the monsters, one for us. So I don't suspect we're going to get many more of those. And I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think our chamber is coming soon, because we put it after the 8th tile, and we've already drawn 10. So it might be, I don't do math, but I think it might be our next tile. We'll find out in a second. So Lucky Strike, trying to roll an even number. I'm at a +7. I need to hit a 15. And we got a 16, which is even. It's high enough. So bye, Grell. It was nice seeing you again, because you came back. And that's 2 XP, so now we're back up to 5, and we can cancel encounters. Let's see. We're going to the, treasure. We get 200, okay. That's nice. We might be able to buy something next time we get together. And exploration, is it our chamber? No, it's not. Okay, but it must be coming soon. All right, so it's a white triangle, so we're not going to get an encounter. Now that I have the XP to cancel it, we get a snake. So let's get Mr. Snake. The minute I said Mr. Snake, I was reminded of Solid Snake. I don't know why, but all right, so here's our Solid Snake. Let's put him on the board right here, and then let's activate it. No encounter because it's a white triangle. There's no villain yet, but I'm thinking villain over here, and then I'll have to double check if we're on camera. Let's see what he does. Okay, we got 13 AC, 1 HP. If the snake is within 1 tile of a hero, which it is, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with a venomous bite, which is +7 and no damage, but we would be poisoned, which is not fun. All right, so he's over here, and let me put him here, just because I'm thinking Quinn can attack him from here and then explore. +7, let's roll. Face your opponent. Now they are on the same tile, so he's at a 17 AC, so the snake has to roll a 10 or higher. And he rolls a 2, so we're good. We're not getting poisoned. Nice, good job. That's it. The monster, because of our environment, passes over to Quinn. So Quinn, kill him. And he's like, I want to try. All right, so they will be on the same tile if he can reach here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, he can. So they will be on the same tile. But the Sacred Flame, let me see. This is within 1 tile of you. So yes, it is within 1 tile of you. I thought it had to be on the same tile, but it's not. So we will use the Sacred Flame so I can heal. We're at a +6. We got to hit a 13. And then we're next to an unexplored edge. And we get a 10. 10 + 6 is 16. We hit it. We get rid of it. We get another experience, ready for those nasty encounters. We get a treasure. We get an item, draw a treasure card, okay. Let's put the snake away. For our treasure, we get a Tome of Experience. Oh, I like this one. It says use while your hero is level 1, which, you know, he is. Your hero becomes level 2. Flip your hero card. Nice. So cool. Now both our heroes are level 2. And he got an AC of 17 plus his blessed shield puts him at 19. Really hard to hit. 10 HP, 5 speed, same, and a little bit more here. So I increased my HP by 2, so I'm going to get 2 hit points. He still hit, but the 2 hit points will help. So there we go. So let me just double check. He's at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he's hit 1, so yeah. And he's at full 5, 6, yeah, okay. Gonna discard this. What else he got? We need to find him a new daily power. And now, this stays the same, but the critical hit, when you attack, when you roll a natural 20, you deal +1 damage. Which I think I forgot. I don't remember who rolled a 20. I think it was Tarek. I don't remember who it was. Well, I think it was Quinn, and he didn't have that skill yet. All right, lots of things that we still have to do. I need to, I did my treasures, so this I can discard. And I need to find me a second daily power, so let me go do that. So here's my choice. Let me just go through them together. I can use either a blade barrier or a cause fear. So blade barrier, choose a tile within 2 tiles of you. Place 5 blade barrier tokens on 5 different squares on that tile. When a monster is placed on a square with a blade barrier token, remove that token and deal 1 damage to the monster. Do you give me damage? Let's see, cause fear. Choose a tile within 1 tile of you. Each ally on that tile hold on a second. Choose a tile within 1 tile of you. Each ally on that tile adjacent to a monster can make an at-will attack with a +2 bonus to the attack roll. After the attacks, place each monster remaining on a tile within 2 tiles of you. I feel like this is a lot more helpful than putting a bunch of tokens and then hoping that the monsters will appear in those spaces. So yeah, we're going to go with cause fear. If you feel that I made a mistake, let me know. And please explain why. I listen to you guys. Okay, so that was from my treasure. So we're done with our turn. We're going to explore. This gotta be. Yeah, okay, there it is. That's our dire chamber tile. And when we get the dire chamber entrance, we stop and we draw a card and we follow the instructions on the card and we do a little bit of setup. And we move on, and I gotta make sure that we're on camera. If not, what I'll do is I'll move everything and I'll take some tiles. Well, I can't take some tiles. I'll see how I make it work. But first, let's get our chamber card, and we're going to go against the Corrupted Guardians. All right, place the goth figure on any chamber tile. So I need to go find that. And starting with the active hero, each player draws a monster card and places a monster on a chamber tile. If the monster is not an aberrant, discard once and draw again. Place monsters on tiles that have no monsters first. To specify which monster cards were placed by this chamber, put a shield marker on the monster card as a reminder. And here's our goal: destroy all the monsters in this chamber. And this card cannot be canceled. Okay, so we got our objective. Let's set it up. All right, so the first thing we need to do is we need to get chamber tiles on every unexplored edge. So one will go there, one will go here, and the last one will go here, and the rest can go away. And then we need to find our monster. And he actually doesn't look that threatening. I'm sure he's a pain to kill, but he's kind of tiny. Okay, well, you know, good things come in small packages. So we're gonna put him on the board, and we can put him on any chamber tile. So I want to kill him. I don't know what he does yet. Adjacent, within 3 tiles. So he's gonna be within 3 tiles no matter where I put him. He won't be adjacent, but okay, so I'll put him there. And then we draw monsters, right? Let's see. Starting with the active hero, which is Quinn. Each hero draws a monster card and places a monster on a chamber tile. If the monster is not an aberrant, discard once and draw again. So Quinn is the active hero. So let's see what we get. We have a kobold, which is a reptile and a sentry. So that's not an aberrant. So we draw again, and we get you gotta stick with this one, human cultist. So that's Quinn's monster. We need to put a shield token here. I don't know where the shields are, but I'll just use the time token. It's fine. I believe this one's a different cultist. I still painted him kind of the same, so I don't know, but there it is. And we'll put him here. And then Tarek needs a monster. This is an aberrant. It's a Grell, so he keeps it. We've seen the Grell before. It's like all the monsters just keep recycling. I think I've used this one before, but there it is. And another chamber tile, so there we go. And he needs a shield token, or a time token in my case. So we've got, do we have to kill him too? I would guess so. Let's reread that. Goal, destroy all of the monsters in this chamber. So yes, we do. So we have 3. I guess I'm not wrong. I guess he's not that hard to kill because he brought friends. Usually they don't bring friends. Like we just have to kill the villain. And that's that. But now we're going to get villains. We're going to get encounters. We don't have enough XP. It's a mess. But we were really good at keeping this clean. Let me triple make sure everything is on camera. Yes, everything is fine. That was the exploration phase for Quinn. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not a black arrow. That's a red arrow. And none of these are black. So I do not think we draw an encounter. He did explore. But after the exploration phase, we go to the villain phase. And the villain is going to act. That way I can show him to you. And then he's going to move and attack us probably. Okay, so it's a big card. I think Ashardalon is on the other. Yep, Ashardalon is on the other side. So, which is our ultimate goal, is to defeat him, I believe. So, he has an eye ray, apparently. So, he's got 17 hit points. We can do this. And 17 AC, I'm sorry. So, we have to roll really high. And he has 9 HP. So, the Goth activates at the start of each villain phase, which is now. If the Goth is adjacent to a hero, he's not. If the Goth is within 3 tiles of a hero, it attacks the hero with the most hit points within range with an eye ray. Okay? So a hero within 3 tiles and the most hit points. So the one that's, not as hurt. So that's what he's going to do. Now let's take a look at the eye ray. Oh, it's got a bunch of things here. I guess all of this is the eye ray. Eye ray. When the Goth attacks with an eye ray, roll the die and consult the table below for the attack that is used against the hero. Okay, so we just got to roll. So let's take a look. The tiles, you count the squares. These are squares, not the squares. The tile itself. You don't count the squares. You count the tiles. So if his range is 3, it's 1, 2, and 3 or 3. So they're both within range. Now, I think this guy has the most hit points, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, as opposed to him, who is at 8. Why are you hurt? Did I not get his? I don't think I ever got, because there's only one boo-boo. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he should have 10, but he's hurt. Why are you at 8 and not at 10 if your HP is 10, sir? You're probably yelling at me now, which I appreciate it. I guess I forgot to give him his extra HP when I, realized that he was a level 2. I could be doing this wrong. You know what? Just in case, because I don't want to cheat. I don't like cheating. We'll give him 1 extra one instead of the 2 that I think he's missing. So I'll put him at 9 and I'll hurt him because I don't know what happened. When I edit, I'll find out and I'll be like, oh, okay, that's what happened. Well, I think we don't need any, we can leave those here because we don't need the room. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they're both at 9. So I'm guessing if it's a tie, I can pick. Somebody has to. And you guys can't pick because it'll be too late by then. So I guess I'll pick. So I'm going to have him hit Quinn, obviously, because Quinn has higher AC. He is at 17, plus the 2 from the Blessed Shield is 20, plus the 2 from the attack that he never got rid of, he's at 21. So I don't think he can do it, but maybe if he rolls really high. Because, actually, all we have to do is roll and see what the guy's doing. So he rolled a 4, so it's at a plus 8. Let me show you. 1 to 4, so he did make it to the anti-magic. The attack is at plus 8, and the damage will be 1, and the hero discards 1 item of his choice, his or her choice. Okay, so we roll again, and we're adding an 8. So to get to 21, it's going to take him a bit. Yeah, he only got a 7. 7 plus 8, 15, he misses. Okay, so that was that. Now, we're going to activate the monsters that he's got. Now remember, at the end of the turn, he's going to have to give the monster to his friend. So next turn, everybody's going to activate the villain and the 2 monsters. It's going to be a nice one. All right. In the meantime, we're going to move the cultist. We're going to activate the cultist. And you've seen him before. If the cultist is within 1 tile of a hero, which he's not. So otherwise, the cultist moves 1 tile towards the closest hero. So he's moving. Okay. And that's the end of Quinn. We'll give the monster to Tarek, and Tarek is gonna go. Now I have to kill them all, so I'm thinking get rid of one of these. I'm still gonna have to move one of the monsters at the end of my turn. I can't kill them all. Well, actually, can I? I might be able to kill 2. This is the time when I start using my daily powers, because we're about to end the scenario, and if I don't use them now, then what? Why am I keeping them? So let's move him. Let me see. I'm kind of thinking of the Furious Assault one, which has like 4 attacks in one. Tornado Strike is what it's called. Because if I can do 4 damage, however, each attack can be against any monster on your tile. The problem is they're all spread out. So I kind of need to wait for them to come together somehow, which I don't know if I can have that happen. So maybe this is not the best time for that. My other daily power is the Acrobatic Onslaught, which is going to hit or miss, place your hero on any tile within 2 tiles of where you started, and then use the net willpower immediately. Okay, that might work because I could hit one of them and then use the net willpower to hit another one. This one is going to give me 2 damage, or if I miss 1 damage, so I can definitely get rid of the cultist. But if I go for the Grell and I do get the hit, I will hit him, and then I can come and do an at will power against the cultist, which is easier to kill. Now, all of that I haven't counted. Can I move close to him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can. So I think I like that. I think I'm going to move here. Let me see. Hit or miss. Hit or miss, place your hero on any tile within 2 tiles. So yeah, so I could move over to the other guy. All right, so let's hit at a plus 7. The Grell needs a 15. Okay, he got an 8. Plus the 7 is 15. So another close one. Really, really, really close one. But we do get rid of him because... Why do we get rid of him? Because it's a 2 if we do hit. And of course I gotta flip this. So here you go, mister. You lost that one for now, but you did great. Let's get rid of the Grell. The first one out of 3. And also... Oh, it's an XP. It's 2 XP. I'm thinking that... I have to move a monster over to Quinn, so if I don't have to because they're all gone and we just have to focus on him, hitting him for 9, then although my fear is I'm using my daily powers, which are my strongest powers, I'm already burning through them and I cannot flip them over so I can use them again. So, but before, we'll worry about that tomorrow. For now, he gets a treasure, 300 gold. Nice. Okay, we're certainly shopping next time. And then he gets to move within 2 tiles, so he's just going to move here and use an at-will power. He'll use the... he'll use the distracting jab because after if I hit, which I'm hoping I will, move the monster 1 square, hopefully he'll be dead, and after the attack, move your speed. So I can try and think about where I want to be at for when the villain attacks. So I'm going to roll. I'm at a plus 7. The cultist is a 14, so I need to roll a 7. And I do. I roll a 15. It's not a 19, so I don't get to inflict the 2 damage, but it's enough to get rid of him. So that's our second one. It's also an XP, which I love because I can cancel the encounter that's coming very, very soon, actually. This guy is gone. I do not get a treasure, though, because you only get 1 treasure per turn. So that's too bad because I was enjoying my money. All right. And then I can move my speed. So this guy, if he's adjacent to a hero, he's going to do nasty things with the eye ray, and then moves to the closest square now, not adjacent to a hero, so he wants to stay away from us. If he's within 3 tiles, it attacks the hero with the most hit points with an eye ray, and otherwise he just moves towards us. So do I want to be right next to him is my question. Like, do I want to stay here, or do I want to move away? That is exactly what I'm thinking. Because I know that if hits come through, I want Quinn to absorb them because he is our tank, our cleric and tank. At 21 AC, there's no hit him. I also want him to be in the same tile as Quinn so he can get the advantage. But I know this guy's not moving. So yeah, I guess we'll move. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know, I know that next time I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can come adjacent to him if I need to. So I'll just move my speed over there. And then we did not explore, so we do need to get an encounter. Do I have enough to cancel it? I'm pretty sure I do, but let's triple check. I have all this. Oh my gosh, I've killed a lot of things. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I can only cancel 1 because I will have 4 left over. And that's not enough to cancel the next one. So if this is really nasty, we're canceling this one. Let's see what it is. It is a volcano burst. So it says attack each hero on the active hero's tile, which I moved with Quinn. So it's both 6 and it's 3 damage or 1 if he misses. However, I do feel that there are worse cards in the encounter deck, and our healer can heal us a little bit. We're not that hurt. So I think I'm going to keep it just because I fear the next one. And he has 9 HP. I don't think we can kill him next turn. I mean, I'm going to try, but I don't know. So let's just do it. So at a plus 6, going for Tarak, who right now is at a 17 AC because he's next to Quinn. And he's got a 5. 5 plus 6, 11. So no. And then for Quinn, he's got a 12. 12 plus 6 is 18, but Tarak is at 21. So, but because they missed, they still take 1 damage. So there's no avoiding that. So, all right, everybody's hurt too, apparently. That was our encounter. Now we go to the villain phase. This guy's gonna act. He is within 3, so it attacks the hero with the most hit points within range. They're both at the same amount of hit points, so again we're gonna have him hit Quinn and try to get through his super armor. Let's see what attack he's gonna do. He is gonna do number 7. Number 7 is a fire ray, so it's at a +8 and another damage coming our way. 2 or 1, depending on if he misses or not. And he got an 8, so let's check. I mean, 8 plus the 8 is 16. This guy's at 21, so he's only losing 1 HP. But the problem is that if he doesn't heal, Tarek is going to take the next hit because he's going to have more hit points, and the villain likes attacking the person with the most hit points. Where is our villain? Here he is. Okay, he was on the other camera. Alrighty, but that's it because there's no more monsters. I don't have to pass a monster over because I don't have any. Quinn's going to go, and Quinn wants to heal. You know what? He can use his cleric, his utility power. I think this is a good time to use it. We're about done. Here's his healing power, healing him. Use this power during your hero phase. You and one other hero on your tile, so it's both of us. Okay, and they are both on the same tile, so we regain 2 hit points, and then I gotta flip this one. Well, that's okay. I think it's a good time. So everybody gets 2 hit points back. 2 for you, and 2 for you. So I'm at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm still going to be the target. Tarek will still be the target of the next attack. And that does not take an action. It just said use it during your hero phase, which is right now. So now he's going to move. I don't know if I can move through here, but I don't think it matters. I'll go around. Let's see. Let's check his daily powers, which, let's do them. Okay, this one sounds good to me. This one is attack an adjacent monster. Problem is, if I attack an adjacent monster, then the villain, if he's adjacent, the Gaff attacks that hero with an eye ray and then moves to the closest square. So he's gonna run away. So he's gonna attack Quinn, which is what I want. I do want the villain to attack Quinn and not Tarek. So I guess I will use my Thunder. So my Wrathful Thunder, attack one adjacent monster, so I'd have to be next to him. After the attack, choose one monster on your tile, place that monster's card, pass that monster's card to the player to your right. That player now controls that monster. But we don't have any monsters, so that won't happen. So at a +6, and it's hopefully 3 damage. So first he's gonna move, 1, 2, 3, there he is. And then we roll. We need to get to a 17 though, that's not easy. But he got a 17. All right, so we're hitting him for 3, first blood. And I'm just gonna keep it here on the card. There's tokens that you can use to put around the monster, but it's gonna take it's gonna take a lot of putting things in. He's the only goth here, so I think it's easier to just keep it here. So 3 out of 9, not bad. And then we have to flip it, so we would pass a card over, but we don't have any, so that was 3 damage, but that's it. So we didn't explore, so we're getting another one of those beautiful encounters. And we get a trap, a whirling blade. Trigger the trap during the villain's phase, move the whirling blade's marker 1 tile toward the closest hero, then attack each hero on that tile. And even if it misses, it's going to hit us. I don't like that. No thank you, no traps. I could disable it by rolling, but I'm just going to cancel it. I feel that we're close to killing him. We might have to take a nasty one. So I need 5, which that means that I won't be able to cancel anything else. Here's 5. Bye-bye monsters. Put them here on the discard pile. And then now we have only 4 and no monsters to kill. So we are just going to rely on our fate. And that was the encounter. So now he's going to go, and like I said, if he's adjacent to a hero, he attacks that hero with an eye ray. So let's roll to see what attack he's going to do. He's going to do number 12. So number 12, he almost got to 13, is +8 and 1 and dazed if he hits us. He got a 2, so there's no way he's going to get to 21, which is Quinn's AC. So he missed. That's why I wanted him to attack Quinn, because Quinn is ready. Although if he's going to roll a 2, then he can attack anybody, really. All right. No monsters to be triggered. No monsters to be passed. We're good. We're going to Tarek. Tarek, you got this. He's going to... Wait a second. Then after he attacks, he moves away, doesn't he? Moves to the closest square not adjacent to a hero. Oh, just to the... No, wait a second. Yeah. Moves to the closest square not adjacent to a hero. So closest square not adjacent to a hero. Right there. Right here. I don't know. Sure, right there. He's not adjacent to any heroes. I didn't want to put him here because that's uncomfortable. Like that's... I don't know. If he's here, I don't... It doesn't matter. Let's just put him there. So can he reach him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, he can. He can be adjacent to him, but let's see. He only has 1 daily power left because we used the other one, didn't we? Yes, we did. And it's the Tornado Strike, which can hit him for 4. If I roll a 19 or a 20, I can do a little bit more damage, and I can use my Furious Assault, which I have unflipped, I believe. Where are you, Furious Assault? Yes, you are. So I can do an extra damage. So we'll go for that. So I have to move first, but then it's 4 attacks, all at +7. So let's move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it next to him? Attack 4 times. Each attack can be against any monster on your tile. Oh, so it just has to be on my tile. So I can stay over here safely and point my crossbow at him. Okay, so let's roll 4 times. We got a 12 the first time. 12 plus 7 is 19. That hits. It's a damage. Let's get the damage. And might as well use my Furious Assault now. So, because I don't know if I'm going to hit again. So where are you, Furious Assault? Besides, if I get a 20, I can reuse it. Where did I put you? Here it is. Okay, so I'll give him another damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's up to 5. Okay. And that was my first one. Let's go again. Oof. This is why I did it. Look at me rolling a 20 like a champ. So because it's a 20, let's see. First I get my Furious Assault back. Boom. That's good. And then, where's my item? Right here, my Dragon Toothpick. My Dragon Toothpick. It's not Dragon Toothpick. You know, Dragon Toothpick sounds good too. So this thing, you gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls against adjacent monsters. Oh, I forgot about that totally. And then if you roll a 19 or a 20, you deal 1 damage extra. So it's another 2 damage. And this just stays in play. So another 2. So that's 5, 6, 7. I wonder if I could use my Furious Assault right away. I mean, I got it back. But... just in case, because I don't want to cheat, I still have 2 more attacks. Hopefully one of them will hit. And I think if they hit 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, I will kill them. So I just need 1 more attack to hit. Got 2 chances. And I did it. There's a 16. So yes, with that we do 2 more damage. And that's all he needs. We've cleared all of the monsters in the chamber. We completed the adventure. And I feel like this one was easier than some of the other ones that we've had in the past. What do you think? Well, guys, there you have it. That was a full run through as we continue on our campaign. I will complete it. We're moving along. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And any comments, just leave them down below. Follow us on social media. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, so you can, find out when the next episode of Dungeons & Dragons comes out and we continue playing through the campaign. Next time, we have money, so we're going to go shopping, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you all next time, but until then, may you play more games.